線やピポクチョガンザマザ俺がランダー走り回って奴らを感謝ワンに酸そしてサバイバー悲観三ボイこの世界に生きろ視力体力山をゼブローボーなんだって真ん中はザクバラなんだバナナバナナにワンパンガンガンノックガンガンガンワンタイム for your mind 生き抜けるんだワー付きまとうさいつも痛みも気高い髪の周りも中身も巻かれた種も話せけば誰も生きて打ち込む信念の矢をもうStart. Ring, up, super gun shooter. No boy can this we hot that's like a free, down. ピクレる前がピーク、オープリ戦えばピース。センチャー好きなガンクラブ真下で揺らせ第一はダンサボー。ロック、バディ、ムービン、朝までグービン、雑貨新品。リゴなシュー攻めなく奴はグー、あのバンス取ってスクラム。リゴなシュー攻めなく奴はグー、あのバンス取ってスクラム。サキャン全部ハッシュハッシュサキャン全部ハッシュハッシュLayer 2 Start Hey 神な神の水を知る祈りなしっかり臨界心と心一人きり開くキュラー生き残るために握るトリガーセットアップしてフルメタルジャケットテンポアップしてテンターだワンダ2新しい世界へブランドニューワンとシュート2班シューター新鉄してミススリ温度切り替え祭実時運動運動会じゃないが外地が流れる
Ooh, alright. Let's hope that my internet isn't gonna crap out this time. Hi, Hoobie. Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. Hold on, let me adjust myself real quick. I don't know where the UI is gonna be, so I'm gonna have to adjust to the other side. But, good evening, everyone. We had some technical difficulties yesterday because my internet unfortunately disconnected, like in the middle of me talking about a bunch of different stuff, so I was very sad about that, but it looks like it's better now. Hopefully it stays better, and if not, well, I'm gonna go lie down and cry like I did last night. Hope you guys are all doing pretty good. How was your stream, Ruby? Apparently you had a little bit of chocolate and had a tummy ache. It's okay. It happens to the best of us. Actually, not really. I've never had that happen to me, but I'm sure that happens to most of us. I'm the best, so it never happens to the best, but most of us. Anyway, for everyone coming in, I'm Beryl. I'm a very, very exhausted demon intern. But that's a retro and shooter and horror games. Did you guys know that there was a Gantz PS2 game? I did not know that. So I want to give it a shot. So, this recently got translated. Hold on, let me adjust this real quick. This recently got translated about like a week or so ago, maybe not even a week, like a couple of days ago actually, I think. I did not know there's a Gantz game up until recently, and I read Gantz a long time ago. This was probably one of like the longest running series I've ever read, apart from like maybe like Negima. So I want to give it a shot. I don't know if it's gonna be good or not. If it's good, maybe I'll commit to playing this for like, you know, beating it. I know how long it is. And if it's not good, well, that's fine, because there's another cool game that came out that I wanted to play called Endacopia that a lot of people have been asking me to try out, so we'll give that one a good shot too. If you need to get some rest after your stream, by the way, Hoobie and Raiders, I totally understand. I love like Gantz. I remember being super into Gantz. I don't know how true to form it might be, but judging from just like the aesthetics of the CG movie, it looks pretty decent. At least the art style is very similar to the manga-ish. And the PS2 era was like the perfect time for like, I think, like anime manga adaptations that were never ever really, like, I guess shown or translated on the, I guess, in the US, in the West. So I wanted to give it a shot. I want to see it, and if it's like any decent, which it looks pretty nice so far, we'll try to check out more and more, like, I guess, adaptations that were ported to, like, I guess, never ported to the West. I don't think Gantz was as old as it was. No, it is old, dude. It is old. I think Gantz is like... When did Gantz come out again? Hold on. 2007, right? No, 2000. Right. It came out in 2000, and then it ended around 2013. I remember when the manga ended. Look, this is like a 13-year-old series, okay? So if you haven't read Gantz, I highly recommend it, but like, there will probably be spoilers for like the manga if you even care about that. I remember when the manga ended and I was like, dude, the fuck is this ending? This ending makes no fucking sense. The hell? You watched this with your brother? No. Well, brother. I read the manga for this. I don't think I ever watched the anime, but apparently the anime was okay-ish. I just remember people got really into this at the time because like they had a lot of like sex and like violence and like aliens and a bunch of other shit, like, and it was batshit insane, and like you had no idea what the hell was going on, and you were like, dude, I want to keep on reading. I hope they translate Suda51's Blood Plus game. That looks like a Perfect Child, a Killer 7, and No More Heroes. So, I'm pretty sure since we have like a lot of the tech to like kind of since we have the tech to recomp a lot of games to the PC, once we get like a lot of games ported as a base recomp, I think translations will become very, very easy, in my opinion. Hopefully. How was the off-Kai orgy? Unfortunately, I was not invited, so I can't provide a play-by-play of what would have happened. But if I went there, I think I would have probably done my first, like, casting, you know, I would have done, like, a play-by-play of, like, what was going on. You know how people have, like, sportscasters and, like, esports casters? I would have done that there, but, I did not get an invite, so I guess they didn't want me there. A young teen is prime would do anything to the woman about it, or would do anything to know what woman body next to him would feel like, but it was a hilarious scene. Yeah, the opening chapters for like Gantz are really batshit insane, like very, very, very batshit insane in like all different types of directions, dude. Live from the couch. Yeah, you look forward to my if I ever get invited to the to that, like, I guess, con orgy, just like I want to let you guys know that I will do like an actual like commentary. I will be there with my mic and everything. But if you touch the Gantz ball, I'm surprised that no one's ever gotten killed with the Gantz ball, because like if you touch that thing, it opens up really quickly, and I'm pretty sure like it could probably give you like blunt force damage, you know? A lot of recent recomps and translations are very AI filled, sadly. Yeah, it sucks. I've been trying to keep up with like what is and isn't properly translated. If this is AI translated, well, shit. Hopefully in that case, then they'll get a proper translation. I don't want things to be like vibe coded and stuff, because it's very easy for shit to break, and it might not have like the best translation, like clear translation stuff that, like, you know, a native speaker would be, but at least with people seeing that if it is or isn't, we'd at least have some people hopefully working on like a proper translation afterwards, or a proper recomp. The biggest thing that kind of irks me is people who like advertise PC. They advertise like the PC, I guess, releases, or no. There's people who like say on PC, this is enhanced for PC, you know, you can finally play this game on the PC, but it's not really like a PC release or a PC recomp. It's more like it's like just a emulator. It's a repackaged emulator, but you can quote-unquote play it on PC through the emulator, which is like completely misleading. That's really annoying. I hate when people do that. And they're like, they advertise it as such. They're like saying, hey, look, you can play this on your PC right now. Look, you can play Killzone 2 on your PC. You can play like Resistance All of Man on PC. It's like, okay, you always could. You're just you're just kind of repackaging it and putting an advertisement saying that you can play it on PC, as if you couldn't do it already. It's not you're not doing that, dude. You're not doing the recomp, so. The Rex glue thing that glues emulator to the game, people call it recomp, pisses me off. It's technically a recomp, but it's very half-assed. And then there's people who just don't even like do like an actual like, yeah, it's just the emulator. It's not native. There's people like, there's people who like obviously do like, you know, real recomps, and they do very, very good jobs of like their work. They deserve the recognition, but it's other people who just kind of like hop on like the trend of saying, hey, look, it's a PC release, and it's just like, oh yeah, really? Are you sure it's not just like, you know, RPCS3, like, you know, standalone for a game or something? No, their recomps are very, very high effort, you know. They're a lot easier nowadays, I think, because they're tools to make them more streamlined, but, you know, you still have to decompile the game itself and then recompile it natively for PC and then have it be working with, like, modern, like, controls and modern, like, fixes and all that type of stuff. And even then, like, you know, it's still not going to be a very, very easy feat, so you have to be very, very meticulous with that. And people just want to skip it entirely and just be like, hey, ChatGPT, go do this shit for me without like actually like any oversight, and they wonder like why that shit is broken, and then when they wonder like, what do you mean, why are you guys angry at me? Like, hey, I made a recomp for this game, why are you angry at me? It's because you didn't properly go through all the steps, motherfucker. Anyway, hope you guys are all pretty decent, because I am like, I woke up again. I was gonna take a small nap, and I'm back on my old schedule, so I could not unfortunately stream as early as I want to, but we're still doing a little bit early tonight, you know. Dude, my soda froze over in my fridge, and now it's like slush. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for being first, Flumaku. Thank you for clocking in Golden. Thank you for clocking in Emrys. Thank you for clocking in Hitzip. Thank you for clocking in Narava. Thank you for clocking in Nero. Thank you for clocking in Windy. Thank you for clocking in T-Snake. Thank you for the 80 stream Street Cloud. Thank you for clocking in Luigi. Thank you for clocking in Nerd. Thank you for clocking in Tao. Thank you for clocking in Tobias. Thank you for clocking in Pod. Thank you for clocking in 3. Thank you for clocking in Mo. Thank you for clocking in Hoobie. Thank you for clocking in Devin. Thank you for clocking in Dirt. Thank you for clocking in Slick MC. Thank you for clocking in Nix. Thank you for clocking in Nurgle. Thank you for clocking in Lucy. Thank you for clocking in Salty. Thank you for clocking in Milk. Thank you for clocking in Krusty. And thank you for clocking in Jengi. And thank you for clocking in Yeffy. And thank you to the 255 stream streak Craftsman. Welcome in, everyone. I was supposed to be playing this yesterday, but unfortunately, because I got cut off from my internet, we could not get around to doing that. So hopefully, there's no problems today. Hopefully. Oh, Millie? Hello, Solomon. Thank you for clocking in Daziburaban. I ate a whole pineapple. My tongue. How does your tongue burn from eating a pineapple? What the heck? I'm drunk, so I'm good. I had a decent amount of like. I want to talk more about like Offkai and like all the stuff from like yesterday, but I think I'll do that while I'm like while I'm playing. If you guys had not already seen, actually, I did cosplay yesterday. I was gonna show it off, but because I was like what do you call it? Because I was cut off from my internet, I didn't get to show it to you guys yesterday. It was on Twitter, but I guess I'll show you the cosplay. There you go. Wow, who would have thought that the dude with the lab coat, like, you know, decided to do cosplay as the cosplay, like, or the cosplay, the lab coat Uma. Who'd have thought? Surprisingly, like, even though it was my first time, like, people kept on asking for like photos and everything, and I was like, what the heck? And they're saying, dude, your cosplay is so good. Can I take a photo with you? I was like, yeah, sure. I guess. I was like, oh, sure. I'm surprised you want, like, I thought it was kind of like, you know, put together last minute, but if it works, you know. Thank you for clocking in, Millie. Thank you for clocking in, Titchy. You just changed your hair. Sure, you could say that. You could say that, technically. You just put a wig on. Yeah, pretty much. There was other, like, more accurate Agnes Tachyon cosplayers over there, but, like, I was pretty happy at least. I think the coat is a tiny bit big for me, but it wasn't, like, dragging on the ground, so at least that worked. Are we alive? I hope so. I hope my internet doesn't, like, shit itself again. Thank you for clocking Memento. Also, yeah, people, when I was, like, walking around, people were very shut up, Nightbot. Some people were very, like, wow, you're, like, smaller, like, than I thought you were. I was like, you're smaller in person than I thought you'd be, like, you know, when I met you. And I was like, what is that supposed to mean, dude? If your lab coat is not twice of your height, is it truly one? Look, as long I just don't want it to drag, okay? Because it's a white lab coat. If it was dragging on, like, the con floor the entire time, I probably would have, like, been very, like, upset, right? And even then, it still got a bit dirty. How tall am I? I'm like 5'6". I am not the tallest, but I don't think I was that short. But then I guess I got height mogged over there the entire time. People were like, wow, you're like, I'm looking down on you. How does that make you feel? And I'm like, what? Ubi said he height mogged you? Well, you know what? You might be taller than me, but that's a lot of big talk for people who are in crotch punching distance, okay? Let's see. Whoa! I forgot how raunchy this series can be sometimes. Should be fine. Also fine. Awuga? Dude, you are like... If you have not seen Gantz for the first time, I can guarantee you're gonna be in for a wild ride. Assuming this PS2, adaptation is close to the manga, or even anime. I think with 100 bids, Tao. There's actually 3 apples tall. You're taller than me, so don't feel too bad. I guess. I don't want to be like, you know, I don't think I'm like too short, but still at the same time, like, you know, I don't think I'm that short. But look at the 100 bids, dude. Glad to hear the con experience went well, aside from the Denny's L. It looks like everything went uphill from there. I missed out, maybe next time. You know what? I don't consider the Denny's thing to be that bad, because at least... You know that one comic that Shen comic on Twitter, where he was like, hey, you know, I felt bad that my bike was stolen, but that means inversely that someone's like, you know, wanted that bike, and they're happier in the world because of that, so it's no big deal. That's how I feel right now. It's like, yeah, I did waste my money. I ordered Denny's to like the wrong house, but at least someone enjoyed a free meal, and you know what? That's not the worst thing that could happen, right? I guess you could say, yeah, it's the bike cut guy, yeah. Yeah, the net happiness of the world improved. And thank you for the 8 months, Dingus. And thank you for clocking in, Dingus. It's okay, bro. At least you're taller than me. Yeah, but like, if you're going to like... If you're going to a con and like you're like gonna cosplay, I guess people have an expectation of like how tall or short like a character might be. And even then, like the people who didn't know who I was, they're just like, hey, cool cosplay. The people who were like, oh, you're Beryl? And they look down and they're like, ah, interesting. I didn't get a bite of the pancake, so I'm still unhappy. Hey, dude, there's this really cool thing, Hubi, called like DoorDash that you might have heard of. I highly recommend you look into it, dude. Hey, Mama. There is a Gantz game. It got recently translated, yes. Just, as of a couple days ago, I think. I don't know if it's any good. If it's any good, I might commit to it. If not, that's fine. I just want to give it a shot. Yeah, I ordered... So, when I was over at my Airbnb, I told it yesterday. When I was at my other Airbnb near the con, I ordered it to my house, and I didn't realize it until it was too late.
今何時だろう。
Make yourself 4 inches shorter so you can be Agnes Tachyon's canon height. You know, they say canon height, but like, aren't Umas supposed to be like very, very large in real life? Or is that just like a fan thing that they do, right? I've seen like some fan art of like the Umas being super, super large. But then also at the same time, they also say they have a canon height, so I'm assuming like it's just like a fan thing. Not as special. Oh, it's a fan thing, I see. Yeah, I was at Offkai. I was at Offkai for like the entire week. That's why I was gone.
このマンションに閉じ込められてだいぶ時間が経ったような気がする。
I don't remember if this starts with Kurono being like inside the room on chapter 1, or if it's supposed to start with him dying on chapter 1. I can't remember.
今頃だったらうちで買った写真集見てたはずなのに。
This is very, very PS2 era because they're using like the 3D models for the PS2 one.
ごめん、ケイちゃん。
Kato! Oh my god, I'm gonna go smaller. I have to go smaller for this. I remember Kato. Kato's so cool, dude. Chrono's cool, but like he's kind of a like whiny asshole prick in the beginning. Kato's always been very, very awesome from like chapter 1 all the way to the end of the manga.
俺の巻き添えでこんなことになっちまって。
It's a Japanese gacha game, so I don't think they'd be into these big buff girls and not these cute moa horses. I think there's some gacha games where like, you know, there's a large like what do they call them? Mommy dummies or whatever. But I guess Uma's not one of those. Also, I was not wearing like I did not have like the shoes that she has, because if I was walking around in the shoes like the entire time, I'm pretty sure I would have like twisted my ankle or my feet would have literally died. So I had to walk around wearing like normal shoes. Apart from that, I was kind of like one-to-one with the outfit.
そうだ。元はといえば全部こいつのせいなんだ。あの時こいつが余計なことしなけりゃ。
Ah, flashback.
学校から帰る途中、地下鉄の駅にこいつがいたんだ。こいつの名前は加藤勝。こいつが小学校を転校してから長いこと会ってなかったから俺のことなんて忘れてるのかと思ってた。だがホームに落ちた
They don't have
助けようとして
to have those personalities. Just increase height. Increase height. You know, with heels, you technically can increase height.
ケイちゃん、ケイちゃんだよな。名前を覚えてもらってて嬉しかったのか。俺はこいつに促されるままにホームに降りてホームレスを助けるのを手伝ったんだ。
Right. I remember now. I remember. So, I guess they're kind of like foregoing a lot of stuff. Some guy falls onto the tracks. Some homeless guy falls into the tracks. And Kato, because he's so like nice and cool and kind, he like tries to like help the old guy, but then the train starts approaching. And because Kato like is like, Kurono, Kei, help me out here. He's like, he gets really awkward and he's like, ah, fuck. If I don't help him out, people are gonna call me out. So he starts helping him out, but like he did not do this of his own accord. He only did it because Kato like was asking him and like he was put on the spot.
ほらしゃがめ、しゃがんで抱え上げるんだ。それで俺が抱え上げてホームレスを助けることはできたんだけど。
I wonder if this is the same voice actor as the one from the anime. Hope the con was fun and went well for you. Didn't do much, but Artist Alley and a few concerts. I attended like a couple of panels and attended like a concert, yeah. Not many though, because I was very busy meeting with a lot of people over there. It was really fun though. I spent a lot of time in Artist Alley. I spent a lot of money in Artist Alley too. Thank you for clocking, Radicus. Did you attend the funny PP panel? No, I couldn't because by the time I realized when it was going on, it was literally already full up. I was not expecting for that panel to be like filled up immediately, but I guess that's on us. Whoops.
その後ホームに入ってきた電車に俺とこいつは引かれたはずだったんだが。
Yeah, there was a panel where like these VTubers were like rating I guess they said sausages, so I don't know if those were like real things or if this was just like, you know, a bit, but I'm assuming that it was probably real and they were rating like people's like you know, wieners and stuff. Went to one recently myself to a con. I got Japanese Pokemon cards, angel prints, and exotic flavors of chips. Yeah, this is my second con, so it was really cool. It was really fun. Why'd they just stop?
惹かれた瞬間、いや、死んだと思った瞬間、目の前が真っ白になって。
Maybe if you like didn't stop running, you probably could have like you probably could have at least like outrun a little bit more.
そして気がついたら、このマンションの中にいたんだ。
Oh yeah. They weren't. I'm pretty sure they didn't actually show like, you know, whatever they were looking at. They were just like, interesting, and they were like showing like the like of like, I guess a what do you call it? A depiction of what they were looking at rather than the actual photo.
このマンションが死後の世界なのかとも思ったが、窓から見える東京タワーといい、どう考えてもここは東京にあるマンションの一室だ。最初は普通のマンションだと思ってたんだけど、このマンションから外に出ようとしても出られないのだ。扉や窓が開かないわけじゃない。
If you go into there to avoid being hit by the train. Duh. Train tracks, there are ditches on both sides of the rail you can run into. Is that why it's like literally there, or is that just like it happens to be there and you can go there to avoid? Because I'd assume that, you know, in the heat of the moments, you don't really think about going to the ditch. You're probably gonna try to run away from the train, which is already kind of slowing down. It was slowing down, at least. Hey, Gallants. Liked your Agnes cosplay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Really appreciate it. It is on my Twitter right now. I have it pinned on my Twitter right now because the people like who were like, dude, what'd you cosplay as? I just kind of put it up there for a little bit. So if you wanted to see it, it's also on Twitter. I showed it earlier too. Thank you for clocking, Pemmy. Oh, Dahlia. Thank you for clocking, Dahlia. I don't know if I prefer like the 3D model for this, which is a little bit stiff, or having like, I guess, like visual novel style illustrations for them talking. Thank you for clocking in, Mars. Did the anime change a lot from the manga? That's a good question. You'd have to ask someone who watched the anime and like read the manga too. I've only ever read the manga. There was a depressed Chud's son. This is like rated M for mature, so they cannot be here. The game, manga, and anime all shoot to different directions. I'd assume so, yeah. I'm sure this is not going to be a one-to-one adaptation. It's probably going to go in a completely different direction like a lot of like adaptations do. Yeah, the models themselves are not, I guess, too impressive, but I assume that most of the budget went into hiring whoever is voicing Kei Kurono right now. Nishi! Oh my god, it's Nishi! Oh, I'm blocking his. He's so fucking short. I gotta like go become smaller too. It's Nishi! This freaking like brat. This guy is actually one of my favorite characters in the manga, even though he's a complete and utter like fucking asshole. I love this guy. He is such a prick. And they got the dog! Oh my god. I forgot the dog's name. But I remember the dog was also like a pretty prominent character too for the longest time. Thank you for clocking the Palomon. Idle, talk to Kato, talk to the kid, talk to the dog. I can talk to the dog. You know what? I want to talk to the dog. I don't know what I expected. Maybe I should go to the left side. For now. Gotta block his name though. His name is Rice apparently. Go smaller, I guess. Hello, Diamond. Oh my god, it's so stiff. It's so freaking stiff, these animations. It's awesome. Oh. Dude, there's relationship status. Dude, there's relationship statuses in this game? So if I max out my relationship status with a dog, do I get like the dog ending? Thank you for clocking in, Cab. Just like some lame punk. Dude, you're dressed the same exact way. What is he on about? It was a little bit of a problem with some of the kerning here. Thank you for clocking in, Momo. Thank you for clocking in me. What happened to all the other times I clocked in last year? Sorry, but as of like 2-3 months ago, that's when I started to actually keep track of like cumulative clock-ins on my end, not on Twitch's end. This is a local thing. Oh, I see. Thank you for clocking, Nikayla. So he looks like that with his hair, which is, I guess, kind of like a delinquent way of doing it because like it's long. If you have long hair, typically I guess you're kind of seen as a delinquent in Japan in the school. Thank you for clocking, Obelisk. Kei-chan. The fact that he calls him Kei-chan means like he still like thinks that he's really, really close with him. He's so selfish. He's so like, what the fuck? I don't want to be here. Oh, they're gonna do like the way that someone like spawns in here. I hope they do like the full animation. They will. Hey. Oh, dude, and she's naked too. Hell yeah. Kishimoto. Hey, we can't know her name yet. It's almost like people who end up dying end up in this room. Who would have thought? Yo, oh my god, she's got pulp. They got her whole ass model like naked. Jesus. Hug, dress. Should I be a horny Japanese protagonist or should I be a prim and proper Japanese protagonist? Some Absolute King was paid thousands to model that, and we very much appreciate for that. See, this is why this is what they were like trying to hide from us in the West, dude. We never got crazy ass like games like this. Be the opposite of the manga or be the OG. I'd be better to resize the game screen during the VN section. Resize. You know what? I could actually hold on. Let me try this. I haven't used this for a while. Hold on. Give me a sec. I have not used this for a while, so this might be the perfect game to like do this in. Unfortunately, chat might be kind of a little bit cut off here, but it is what it is. I don't think this is gonna be. Too bad. All right. Yeah, I haven't really been using this layout for my other games, but since like it is like kind of VN, I wanna like hopefully like capture some of the stuff here. All right. Let's go dress this lady, I guess. If she was like, you know, just spawning in and she like had no problems, I'd be like, hell yeah, I will hug this woman. But because she probably offed herself, let's be reasonable here. A good size before. Let me go a bit smaller. At least I'm assuming she probably offed herself.
着てろよその格好はその目のやり場に困るし嬉しいけど
I'm happy, but it went up. I can't tell if that's like the bulkiness of the jacket or if she's just that stacked.
なんだこの曲この玉から出てるみたいだがなんか文字出てるぞてめえらの命はなくなりました新しい命をどう使う
No, it's not translated. No.
勝手ですという理屈なわけですあなんかまた出てきたぞネギ星人なんだこれ何が言いたいんだ
Why can't you read that for us? I don't know. It's almost like I can't read Japanese. Who'd have thought?
この文章ってさ、なんか超バカバカしいけど。
Oh, he's talking. Translate the funny words for us. I heard Negi, so I think they're saying something about the Negi aliens and their characteristics.
真面目に受け取るとすんげえ怖い文章じゃね
やっつけにってなんじゃそりゃひょっとしてテレビの収録かなんかかなこれ
Surprise, you're in the Japanese prank show. Oh shit. See you around, Krusty.
なんか開いたぞ銃が入ってるおもちゃの銃か
It's the weird bald guy inside the ball.
本当だ玉男
Ball recognizes ball.
このケース名前書いてあんぞ中は
Thank you for collecting, Artica.
なんだこりゃコスプレか
Cosplay? I know what that is. I did exactly that.
あの厨房何の疑いもなくスーツ着ておもちゃみたいな銃も持ってる
He knows something that you don't know, okay?
何かあんのかおいどうすんだケイちゃん
Try on the suit yourself, have others wear the suit. Well, I mean, I saw the kid put it on, so I guess I can put it on too.
ひょっとしたら テレビの収録でこれからゲームかなんかやらされんのか。だったら
Hero points. Leader points. Oh. Interesting. This is, I don't know what this is. I guess for hero points, this is like whenever I do something selfless. And for leader points, that's when I guess I lead people, like I guess in a certain way.
あ、なんだけちゃん。このコスプレスーツ着るのか。
I actually don't know how much I'm diverging from the manga or anime. I'm pretty sure that Kei was a lot more like selfish and like a lot more like, you guys boot that shit first. How many times did you do the dance when you were cosplaying? I only really... I think I did like the low cortisol dance like once because someone was asking, but I did more like the stimming thing because people kept asking me to do the stimming thing.
じゃあ、俺も着とくかな。そうだ、あんたもその服よりもこっちのコスプレスーツの方がいいんじゃないか。
Wouldn't this cosplay suit look better than on you than that outfit? Are you talking about like the school uniform that she's got on her person? Anyone ever tie your sleeves? My sleeves are not that large. Okay, they're not that huge.
あとは武器か。なんか全部おもちゃみてえだけど。
Select a weapon to equip. Whoa. Interesting. Power drops sharply when low. Deals delay damage on hits. Long range gun. I guess we can get a melee and a rifle. This is, I don't know. Oh, this is interesting. This is new. I wish it didn't scroll as like very fast. In the manga, I think he just kind of grabs whatever, so you kind of have like whatever, you get a choice here, I guess. This is a trap. Damage reduces your power gauge instead of suit durability. It will also not flinch when hit, so that's super armor. And then invisibility, I guess? You're so embarrassed. What do you mean you're embarrassed, dude? You got like other people like literally... Hold on, let me just this. You got other people literally like, you know, wearing the same stuff as you. So your first time cosplaying? Did you have any awkward moments at Offkai, or did you have someone creep on you, or is it super chill? I didn't have anything happen to me, but I heard some people had some problems with like, I guess not people sexually harassing, but there were people who kind of overstepping boundaries. Like I heard about people who were like apparently being very comfortable with just random people or strangers that they never met before, and like, you know, they didn't even like bother asking if they felt like, you know, cool with like inviting themselves over to like certain areas or certain like groups or certain events. They just kind of went along with them as they belonged. I didn't have the issue, but apparently that was like a concern. X-ray.
本当だ。意外とすげえ銃なのかも。お？玄関の方で声がしたけど。ちょっと。どうしたんだ？彼女、そっちの方でコスプレスーツに着替えてるはずだけど。
Her cosplay suit? Let's go check it out.
何か
Oh my god! Oh right, I forgot. In the manga and the anime, the dog, for some reason, really, 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 really likes to do this. No, my relationship status went down.
彼女どうしたんだ？犬が。え、犬？あ、いや、なんでもない。
Sorry about that, miss. I was just checking to make sure that you were proper and fine, you know.
このコスプレスーツ結構いいかも。
What's the dog doing? What's the dog doing?
ああ。何？
Okay, I take it back. She really is like freaking stacked. That's crazy. You can even hide like the text too.
何がって
今そういえばそうだな。何なんだろう。
これからどうするんですか？
We need no one cat called Beryl. We need to step up our game. I think the last thing you guys need is step up apparently.
名前
I think you need to step down.
黒のケイ。
はい。
あ、俺加藤勝。
Kato Masaru. What a cool name, dude. Even his name is freaking cool. It's not fair. Thank you for clocking in, Pacholi.
へえ。加藤さん？くん？
No! He's already rising up the new girl. This sucks.
いいよ、別にどっちでも。それで君の名前は？
岸本圭です。
ケイって俺と同じ名前か。
K and K. And then there's this bastard.
ん？おいケイちゃん。あいつ消えてる。うわ。
Is that dog peeing? Oh no, it's not.
消えちまった。どうなってんだこれ。何が起こったんだ。
Oh.
もしかして俺も消えてる。
Ah, no, take it. It doesn't show it as easily, I guess, in the game. But in like the anime in the game, like when they're kind of like dematerializing, it shows like their internal organs from like the top down when they're being beamed up.
あれ外だ。え？
No, I want to see like the internals. I want to see their organs.
本当だ。外だ。どこだここ。あれ加藤がいない。
ここ
We're outside. We escaped. We don't have to worry about it anymore. We're just cosplaying. We're literally just cosplayers now.
さあ。
ゲームの賞金は1000万。
10 million.
この地球には人間にバレないように犯罪者宇宙人が入り込んで生活してるんだ。
Living among who? Say that again? Say that again, Nishi? When this game come out again? It's kind of ahead of its time, isn't it?
僕、
Hello, Nuke.
いや、
Oh, Theta.
僕らは日本政府の秘密機関にスカウトされた。
Scouted by a secret government agency.
だから僕たちはその宇宙人をやっつけに行くんだ。
I want what this kid's on.
は？なんだそりゃ。
スカウトする人間には催眠術をかけてあの部屋に連れて行くんだ。
I hypnotize the people I scout and lead them to that room.
その催眠術は今も続いてる。これはアメリカのケーブル局と共同制作のテレビ番組なんだ。
Is this guy like pulling my leg or something? I actually don't remember if he like bullshits. If he's bullshitting us in the original. I don't believe you.
なんか納得いかねえな。これが催眠術だって？それにテレビって。俺と加藤は死にかけたんだぞ。
Wait, why did me not believing him Oh, I see. I see. So I'm shown as being not gullible in front of him, so I can't be like as easily tricked. Thank you for clocking in, Daryl.
催眠術だったら幻覚見せることなんて簡単なんだよ。催眠術かけられたことあんの？
I've ever been hypnotized. I can't say I've ever been hypnotized, but I've seen someone in front of me get hypnotized, and that's more like suggestion, the power of suggestion rather than anything else. I don't know how true to form it is, but apparently it can be pretty powerful. I kind of want to test it myself, but at the same time, it's also kind of scary because you can be very, very susceptible to like what they're saying. I don't think it's real hypnosis. You have been. How was that? So hello, Dai. Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. I hope you all had a very, very awesome, cool, and amazing time. What were you guys doing today? I'll give you a shout out real quick. You seem pretty hypnotizable. You're willing to talk, Momo. Lobotomy Corp. How was Lobotomy Corp? Speaking of hypnosis, you feel very, very physically weird. It's more like the power of suggestion. I can sort of see suggestion kind of working for people who are kind of like susceptible, but like it just feels very, very strange watching it like happen to someone else. It's like, can you really fall for the power of suggestion just that easily? I guess you have to be open. If you're not open to like, I guess the idea of hypnosis or suggestion, then I guess like it wouldn't be as effective. We should be up Momo. I like that idea. I like that a lot. We should. It would be real hypnosis, not magic hypnosis. I do know that like when it comes to like certain therapies, they sometimes do like hypnosis for like, you know, unlocking repressed memories, for better or worse. So that is a real thing. Hypnosis is a real thing. Breathing manually. See, joke's on you. I'm always breathing manually. Also, for everyone coming in, I'm Beryl. I'm a very, very exhausted demon intern. I play lots of retro and shooter and horror games. We're currently playing Gantz today. Did you know there's a PS2 game for Gantz?
あるわけねえだろ。でも加藤がいねえぞ。どこに行ったんだ？
さあね。一番先にここに来たみたいだから、どこか行ったんじゃない？
Yeah, you have to be like open to the idea of suggestion or hypnosis.
ひょっとしたらもう彼が宇宙人をやっつけてるかもね。
それで、
Taken
そ
care
の
of.
宇宙人ってのはどこを探せばいいんだ？
これに出てるから。
お、レーダー？
A radar. This is so dated because anything before 2010, they have all these types of different gadgets and like gizmos, PDAs, like radar, all this type of stuff. After 2010, like, you know, with the advent of smartphones, everything would just be a smartphone. Absolutely everything.
なんかアバウトだけど、結構近くじゃん。
And this was back in like 2000. I don't know when this PS2 game came out actually. Hold on. When did Gantz PS2 game come out? 2005. So this is around the era of like when Gantz is probably at its height of popularity because since it lasted from 2000 to 2012 or so, which is like what, 2013? That was like in the middle of its serialization.
じゃあ、二手に分かれて探してみっか。俺は誰と行くかな。
Alone? Kishimoto Nishi Dog. Kishimoto, I feel like I don't know. She doesn't seem like she's kind of in like the right headspace. The dog would be a funny meme, but I don't think the dog would be very, very useful, maybe. I think probably Nishi. Where's Kato? I guess I can't even find Kato. I guess I can just tag along with Nishi for now.
おいチューバー、一緒に探そうぜ。
Leader points. Ah, okay. Yep. So group, whenever I'm doing something as a group, I get leader points. When I do something by myself, it looks like I get hero points. Oh my god, he's so... Look at his eyes, dude.
いいよ。
さて
He's so surprised. Let's check the house. You got 5 minutes. Oh. Is that how it works? Interesting. So rather than it being like an actual time limit, like it looks like the time that you spend exploring for the alien gets depleted from the hour.
似たような家ばっかりだな。
おい、
ん
It's Negi.
ネギが落ちてる。
A leak. It's Miku. Miku's here.
待てよ。確かネギ星人だったよな。ひょっとしたらこれテレビのスタッフが置いたのか。
The TV crew. Oh yeah, he still thinks that like he's on TV.
そうかもね。
拾っとくか。
He's so conniving. Look at his face, dude.
他には何もないみたいだな。よそを探してみるか。さて、どこを探すかな。
Condo. Let's check the condominiums next.
まさかこんなマンションにいるんじゃねえだろうな。
Oh, Toka. Thank you for the 13 months. Of Barrel Baru, nice hanging out with the Offkai. I'm glad we had a great time over there at Offkai, dude.
さあね
It was very, very chill.
お
Thank you for not bringing the biohazard over there. I do very much appreciate it. It's the latest Is Young Jump a thing? No, it is, right? I think they could reference Young Jump, right? Did you snore? I think everyone snore, dude. Why does he look like he will stab your back on the first second on the street? That means the author is doing a very good job of encapsulating who Nishi is.
今日買って帰ろうかと思ってたんだよな。捨ててあるみたいだし。
Head in the. How did you bring it with you, dude? Why did you toss that shit away? Go toss that shit away right now. God.
やった。
I didn't have
得
it.
したぜ。
I had no choice. What do you mean? There was no choice for that. It just said pick up/leave. Nobody sold one. I wanted it off. What do you mean? What do you mean you're still using it? Go toss that shit right now. You could have gotten a different one at Offkai. You're still using that one? What's wrong with you? That's me right now. That Nishi's face is me right now. My eyes right now.
何やってんの。
そうだな。それどころじゃないよな。他には何もないみたいだな。よそを探してみるか。
Score. I got a porn mag.
さて、どこを探すかな。
And I reduced my relationship with Nishi. Awesome.
ボロっちいアパートだな。
What a dumpy apartment.
いるのこんなとこに。
I finished the Halo campaign Evolved and Heroic. Game's very mediocre and made a lot of bad changes. I was never expecting much from that game. I think the only people that really enjoy that game are people playing Halo for the first time who cannot stomach old graphics. So they have to take like, you know, the new like UE5 graphics. I really cannot imagine the demographic for campaign Evolved otherwise.
いや、意外とこういうところにいるかもしれねえ。探してみよう。
Front door, middle door. Let's go through the back door. Running out of time here.
開かね。
開かないの。
There's no way it took me 5 minutes to open the back door just to see if it's open or not.
そんな呆れなくてもいいじゃねえかよ。
Why is he getting so pissed at? What am I supposed to do, Nishi? Fucking asshole. Fine, I'll try the middle door. Oh. Hey.
いた。 こいつがネギ星人。
意外と早く見つかったな。なんだこの匂い。
どうすりゃいいんだ。
Call all? Oh, leader points. I see.
とりあえず他の連中を呼ぼう。
何？それよりもさっさとやっつけ。
おい、見つけたぞ。
I guess he wanted the points for himself.
みんな
I think I'm pretty sure, like in the original, does he call for them? I think he just straight up attacks him. This guy kind of reminds me of a design from like Mob Psycho or like One Punch Man. Oh, Rice.
こいつらこんなにいるのか。
何ぼーっとしてんの。さっさとやっつけるんだ。
よし、
Leave it to me.
俺に任せろ。なんてったってテレビだ。目立ってやるぜ。
Oh, he still thinks he's on TV.
頼もしいね。
Why'd the dog's relationship go up? Absence. Rice has no. The dog has nothing. Okay.
いいぜ。
Oh, he can only get 2 at a time. I see. I really wonder how combat's gonna be in this. Whoa. Left stick to move, square to attack with weapons, circle with melee. Hold square to charge the X gun, X rifle, or Y gun for more powerful attack. I see. Well, this is kind of smooth. Whoa. But the camera's a bit weird. How do I switch weapons? Oh. I'm actually... This frame rate's so freaking like 60 FPS. What the hell? When I used the ult on accident, I guess. Whoops. When you hit an enemy with the X gun or X rifle, the damage is delayed. You can attack mainly melee before the effect triggers and accumulate extra damage. So I do basically combo damage when I attack them with the gun and then I follow up with melee. Thank you for the 65 stream streak, Toka. Why do I switch weapons though? I want to use my aim gun. Oh, I see. I can control them. Ooh, half of this stuff is not translated. I guess this is equipment, status, teammates, and options. Weapons, square. Did not read the manual. Lower accurate playthrough. I'm not even sure if this game came with a manual. Oh, I see. I have to like switch over to this one. Oh, I see. I see. So I shoot them. I wonder what the overkill thing is. Oh, I see. I see. I charge it up.
どうすんだ？命令してみろよ。
I see. I see. Okay. Okay. This actually does kind of make sense because in the original, the guns are really stupidly strong against like the small aliens. It's pretty basic combat, but I mean, at least it feels nice. That's a lot of points. Next level. There's RPGs in. Wait, RPG mechanics. Restore 30 suit durability. Katana's voice has no bite. Captain Keys doesn't have the cool Elvis Fonzie tough guy voice. Sergeant Justin has the familiar energy. And Guilty Spark feels quirky instead of reason. For some reason, instead of very cold. I understand, like, I can't fault them for, like, you know, having new voice actors, because there's no way they could have, like, gone the old voice actors for the remake, considering how long it's been. It's been, like, what? 25 plus years now since Halo came out, so they would sound way different. They'd have to get some new people, but I can't fault them for like having like a different sounding like cast for that. Every game doesn't fully translate everything like this. It feels like I'm looking at hieroglyphics. I'm crying. I know, right? It's like I'm trying to like piece together what it's trying to say, and I'm pretty sure I'm still a bit off in some areas. But I mean, it's understandable at least, even though it is a little bit like, you know, rough on some of the it's a little bit rough on some of the spacing on some of the translation stuff. So Esper, I saw this got a new translation today. Yeah, I was checking it out. It seems pretty solid so far. I'm pretty familiar with the manga, but I can't remember. That was a long time ago. It's been a very, very long time. I think these half translations are something that will be appreciated years later when reminiscing. Yeah, but the thing is, I don't know if this is like proper translation or if this is like AI translated, you know? I actually did not look into that. I just saw that it was translated and I was like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. But now that someone brought it up, it could be the case. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. That's it? Yeah, the guns and the swords are very, very, like, strong, I believe, in the original series, but only against the smaller enemies. When you're fighting this, like, more powerful enemies, I think they had to kind of use the suit's capabilities to kind of make up for them being just kind of like bozos, like literal just human bozos. The weapons are very, very, like, you know, decent, but the real power comes from the suits themselves. And if I remember correctly, the suits have a certain amount of like durability to them where like I believe they can either strengthen like the user so they can be really, really super power like strong, or they can tank a certain amount of damage. So like when the suit like can like if you get hit in the face or like even like around your body, the suit tanks it. But if it like breaks in terms of durability, it starts oozing out like fluid, and that makes you like, I guess, susceptible to like real damage, I believe. Hello, Cass. Thank you for clocking in. Well, love. I didn't know there's a Gantz game. Yeah, apparently there was one that came out in 2005, but it only recently got translated. That's a gross, dude. It's just a green alien. It's Negi. It's a leak. Why would you think this is real, dude? It's literally green blood. Once the suit battery is out, you're basically a normal human. Yeah, pretty much. I think you can regain durability if you survive the game before like you die, but like your chances of surviving after your suit dies is very, very slim. There's tons of these anime adaptation in Japan only games on PS2 no one's ever heard of. And thankfully, people are translating them to this day. It's a language law. Ah, it is. No wonder. Yeah, because when I saw some of the spacing, like on the on some of the lines, it did look very, very off. The hypnosis. This guy's playing me like a freaking fiddle, dude. The dog, the dog.
次はこっちだ。駐車場か。
ここに入るの？
Oh my god, look at their eyes.
なんだか怖い。
ビビったの？ならここで待ってれば？
ビビってなんかいねえよ。行くぞ。ネギ星人の匂いだ。
Why are they fully modeled for these cutscenes?
ください。
They're really goofy at the start, but they're meant to be goofy because you are thinking that, oh, these guys are just bozos.
なんでこんなにいっぱいいやがるんだよ。
All right, let's get
いいぜ。
Nishi and rice. Why not? I would have absolutely played the crap out of like a Gantz game. It existed back then. Square. Oh, I see. Square. Oh. Hero action. Press the L1 button near the hero action marker by the card to trigger a hero action. Press the L1 button outside of a hero action marker to perform a power-up attack. I see. Oh. Oh! Whoa! 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 Holy shit! Okay, that's kinda cool. Wait, that's actually kind of badass. Hold on. Press start to open the pause menu, press L1 to R1 to select orders, and also use L2 and R2. Commanding and fighting alongside allies increases leader points. Higher points boost ally stats and makes them stronger. Ah, so they get passive like stat boost the higher my leader points are. I see, I see. I love how like fully animated this is. That's kind of badass. Ow. I don't remember if I have like an actual durability thing in this. Who's hitting me? Oh my god, dude. Ah, he's puking! Oh, I see, I see. So the gauge behind them, the green color is their HP, the suit durability. And it looks like mine might be the yellow one too. Can obtain gravure. How do you pronounce that? Gravure items. Also obtain photos by meeting various conditions outside the field. I get sexy photos unlocked by playing the game properly. Wait, can I look it up right now? Gravure. Okay, I see. It is using Google Gemini for translations. I could probably kind of feel that, considering that half the translation stuff in this is like not even like translated. Like look at the main menu stuff and the spacing. It is, and even there, dude. Like even the passives on there are like not properly translated. It's a little bit annoying. This is the game with the skimpy outfits. Wait, was it on there? I didn't see. Oh, I see. So it's like stealth. Can we see the skimpy outfits? I don't see an option for the skimpy outfits, unfortunately, guys. I'm sorry. Wait, see? Yeah, I'm starting to see it now. So, becoming more and more obvious that, like, this translation is probably not up to snuff. It's playable, but definitely not like how... It's definitely not like what it's trying to convey. It's the meter at the bottom right. So you can use that to power yourself up for like more damage. You can use it to power yourself up for more damage, but your meter behind you is like the suit durability, your HP. Use to power up your character. If you're not, you cannot perform hero actions. Points earned by allies to power them up. Low points limit the commands you can use. Oh, I see. So those are like the special actions. These are special actions. Damage done, damage taken. Perform hero actions, and the more things I hit. I see. This game is pretty surprisingly well in depth for like what I thought was gonna be like a hack and slash type of game. Tap the command button to shout dodge to your allies. Effectively dodging with this command earns you more leader points. You can capture enemies. Wait, what? With the Y gun? Huh. I actually don't remember what the Y gun does in the original one. Player suit recovers by 30%, so that's my HP. To keep your allies from falling, focus on earning leader points. Focus on issuing orders instead of attacking yourself. Watch allies and enemies to issue timely evade commands. During story segments, outcome may change based on your hero or leader point. Oh, interesting. I see. So you can kind of change like the I guess you can change like the canon events that happen depending on like what the actions you do. I see. Thank you for clocking in, Scrimmy. Man, this game is like pretty cool. It is just kind of a shame that it was done with like machine translation. I'm not getting like the full experience with like half of this stuff like being like not even like properly translated.
全部か。レーダーには反応が残ってるな。まだいんのかよ。いい加減にしてくれ。
Search roof, return to one. See, here's another thing, like, I don't know if this is like a problem with the translation or if this is just like, you know, they're giving me two options, but the options are both the same.
この屋上を探してみようぜ。
Am I being railroaded here, or is that just like part of the game?
いないみたい。
この階にはいねえのかな。
Search, go to 1F.
いや、まだ探し足りない。もっとよく探してみようぜ。
I feel like I'm supposed to get choices there, but I'm only able to select one choice.
そう？もう十分だと思うけど。
Thank you for clocking in, Naya. Thank you for clocking in, Tommy.
こんなところに雑誌が落ちてる。
Isn't that the same exact magazine that we saw before?
うわ、この表紙のグラビアいいな。
どうしたの黒野くん。
いやなんでもない。
なんでもない。
グラビア見て大声出したなんて言えるかっつうの。とりあえずこれはもらっとこうっと。
Yeah, let me just take this poor mag in front of everyone, you know, no one will ever notice that. Thank you for clocking, Gina Doma. I'm not sure we were supposed to like look this gravure like items up in your menu if you can't even like do that. Dude, all these sound effects with the dog are all just like the same thing over and over. It's kind of funny.
そっか。じゃあ1階に戻るか。
Do you know again? Try a game? Yeah, it came out in 2005 apparently. It got an English translation, but it's kind of questionable quality. It looks like.
だからなんでもないって。なんだ。俺じゃない。俺が殺したんじゃ。
What?
加藤。
Oh. Mr. Negi. Right. He's a bit more tough than the other dudes.
誰だこいつ。
あのネギたちの親玉だな。
ひょっとしてネギ星人たちの親父か。
Where did you get that? How did you come across? What conclusion did he? How did he come across that conclusion?
まさかこれケイちゃんたちがやったのか。
Oh, I see. Oh. No, Kato! I'd imagine he got thrown across like the parking lot.
加藤。
Oh, it's from the file? Oh, the file that we couldn't like really understand because it was on the Gantz ball itself.
加藤、これはゲームなんだ。持ってる銃でそいつを撃つんだ。撃つと。
It's the Y gun. He has the Y gun.
こいつが死ぬのか。そいつを殺さないと俺たちは戻れないんだ。
Oh, it's a Y gun because it looks like a Y. I see. That's why they call it the Y gun.
撃て、加藤。
Shoot Kato!
ダメだ。
No, he can't kill anyone. He's too nice.
俺はたとえゲームでも殺し合ったりとかそういうの。
You gotta kill people in Call of Duty. No, I can't. I can't kill anyone. It's too mean. I can't. What if they die in real life if I shoot them?
くだらね
加藤。
I'll rush to Kato.
何やってんだ。
Thank you for clocking, Lucia.
危ねえ。ケイちゃん。
Baby Gonyi Chon Mi Nida. He said baby gone.
なんだよこいつ。あの弱っちいネギ星人とは全然違うじゃねえか。
Alright, he starts pissing himself here because like, even though the Negi aliens were very easy to fight, like this is like his first like real fight.
こんなやつに勝てんのか。
Fight, run, fight!
この
I got so many hero points. Hell yeah. I'm pretty sure Kei is like a little pansy bitch and he kind of runs away right now in the original manga. Because he is kind of like very, very, very not a cool character. He's kind of a dick in the original.
こいつの腕勝て。こん
No, my HP! Oh, I lost HP from that.
こんなやつ勝てるわけねえじゃねえか。ここは逃げるしかねえ。
Okay, so I still end up running regardless. Run away alone, run away as a decoy. I'll get some leader points. Let's go run away as a decoy.
このネギ親父ネギ星人をやったのはこの俺だ
He's so heroic. Wow.
じゃあ生きてたらまた会おうぜ
Oh my god, I got so many. That's a lot of leader points. I gotta say though, like even though like the combat is pretty solid, these cutscenes are very. It is very obvious where the budget went for this game. The video game adaptations of like manga and anime back in the time were usually not the best quality, so they kind of go all in on like one aspect of like the game, and the rest of the game was always kind of like lacking. You can kind of tell because that entire, I guess, quote unquote cutscene of like, you know, provoking the Negi alien was pretty. They're just talking. I love Simple 2000 games, dude. I gotta play more of them. Kanji up! I got something up, I don't know what it is. Run faster, call for help. I just gotta run faster, I just gotta lock in, okay, come on, man. You run until the end. My guy, like, you gotta kill someone. Hello, Mocha. Thank you for clocking in. Level up. How'd you hit him? You were just been running this entire time. Oh. Oh. How did I get hit by a car? Is it because I'm doing like non-canon I see. So whenever I do non-canon actions, it looks like I get hero points and leader points, but it looks like I take damage too. Thank you for clocking in, Tajin. Oh. Oh, you're like, you've got the face of someone who's about to get ripped apart by the Negi alien, dude.
Oi, あんたな、ブレーキぐらいかけろ。全速で突っ込んできやがって。あれ？誰もいない。
No one here. Oh, right. No, right. He doesn't realize that he's not there. He can't see him.
おい、シカトすんなよ。なんだよ。猫でも跳ねたのかな。猫って、俺が見えねえのか。ん？なんだこいつ。人の体ベタベタ触って。何かいる。ここ透明なやつがいる。
It's a ghost. Ghost.
もしかして本当に俺のこと見えてねえのか。
Oh.
うわ、追いついてきやがった。おい、あんた助けてくれ。やっぱり透明なやつが。
And it really does lose the impact, I guess, of the anime and manga when like you can't really tell what's going on apart from just kind of them saying what is going on, and then sometimes like throwing a punch or so.
やっぱりこいつには見えてねえ。くそ。結局逃げるしかねえのかよ。
I thought that guy dies. I swear to God that guy dies. No, Vera. It is Gantz. It is the Gantz PS2 game. It's of questionable quality, unfortunately. both in terms of budget. Like I think most of the game's budget went to the combat, and also the translation. Unfortunately, I think is made with machine learning AI,
しかし
so it's like kind of like hit or miss.
催眠術とかじゃなくてやっぱり俺死んでんの
If you were dead, how come you're breathing this hard when you're like out of shape, my guy?
ねここは死後の世界であんな奴に追いかけられてまるで地獄みてしまった行き止まりかよ
Good morning, dude. It's like midnight. I don't know what you're on. Zuma, I know Zoom. I don't know who Bulgara is. I know Bodega Rat.
地下鉄にはねられて死んで
It is just an app that extracts all the text and puts it to the AI of your choice. That probably explains why some of the UI like stuff is like not properly translated.
わけのわかんねえ地獄みてえなとこでまた殺されんのかよまいっか俺が死んでも悲しむやつなんかこの世にいないしな
You've already died once, Kay. Come on, lock
なんで
in.
だろうあいつは泣いてくれそうな気がするなんでそう思えるんだろう
Wait, you're talking about like the breathing thing? Yeah, when it comes to like these types of games, the dialogue it kind of does kind of drag on a little bit because they're trying to kind of like have like
小学校の頃はもっと好戦的で鋭くって怖いもんないって感
ah
じで
no, the text spacing is so gross. They usually are trying to capture like the feeling of a manga, but like it doesn't really like kind of properly convey that properly in a video game format.
俺さ頭悪いから良くない連中が集まる学校行ってんだけどさ
Like not like disregarding even the translation itself, it's more just like the pacing itself of the game is just kind of like not the best compared to like the manga or the anime because it just doesn't have that same like punch or like the same delivery as both the anime and the manga.
そこでなんとかケイちゃんに近づこうって頑張ってんだよね
Oh man, thank you for clocking in. Thank you for clocking in, Swai.
そうだあの頃の
Thank
俺
you for
は
clocking in,
今
David.
とは違った
I will probably say that this game is absolutely for like people who already know about what Gantz is, right? Like if you've seen the anime or the manga, you absolutely know like what this is trying to like show. It's like, oh, this is cool, it's playable. But if you're playing this blind and like your friend is like, hey, have you like seen Gantz yet? No, but I have this PS2 game. And you play it blind, you're gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? It is definitely not for someone going in blind into the series for the first time. It's more like a fan service game, if anything. Thank you for the 10 stream streak, David. And thank you for clocking in Pink Candy Cave.
あの頃の俺は怖いもんなんかなかったあの頃の俺は逆境であればあるほどそこを乗り切ったヒーロー的な自分の姿を想像して興奮していた
A hero? Inuyashiki?
そしてその通りになっていた
Also made by the same people who did this one. Oh! Guys, look! We saw like a fifth of budget right there in that cutscene. Wow! Crazy!
こいつは俺がやる来やがれクソ野郎
Okay, see, it looks goofy as hell, but, you know, it's supposed to convey that, like, you know, he's no longer scared of running away. He's like, taking things head on. He's fighting him head on. He's evasively dodging him so that he can get a better angle on him. But you know, the game is not doing a great job of that. Can't believe I played this game because I wanted more Gantz content. If you like absolutely need more Gantz content, guys, there's a Gantz like manga continuation. I think it's called like Gantz Edo. That's literally just Gantz, but like in the Edo period. It's not even like new or unique. It's just old Japanese Gantz. I still think that's a better like avenue for getting more Gantz content than probably this game. Although the game itself is not bad, it's just that the story is kind of like mid in the delivery. The RPG mechanics are pretty decent, and I think. Thank you for clocking, Faultier. Let's get some Kato on our side.
Yes.
We'll get Kato and we'll get... Oh, their durability is kind of going down. We'll get Kato and Nishi.
Easy.
It wasn't that good. It's just a rehash of like Gantz. It's literally just Gantz over again. Nothing new. It doesn't add anything to like the overall lore. It's just what if Gantz took place like in old Japan, and that's it. So instead of like, you know, having like, you know, a modern day setting, you have like samurai and stuff and Ronin. Which is, I guess, kind of cool, but like, if you've seen Gantz already, the original manga, you're not gonna be in for anything new. Oh. Target with its arms. While locked onto an enemy with the R1 button, use the right stick to target. Okay, I see. The mission has a 60-minute time limit. Fail to finish in time and it is game over. Press L3 to show the radar. Time is displayed below it. Hold on. No. This one. How do I dodge? Can you even dodge? Oh, I see. Ah! Oh shit. Run! Ah, I'm sorry, Nishi. Okay, you have to like micromanage these guys, it looks like. Kato! Oh fuck. Wait, how do I get down? Crossing the red line triggers alarm. If you go any further and you'll leave the combat zone and die instantly. Oh, hero action. Okay. Yeah, these scenes are pretty decent. Uh-oh. How am I supposed to like... Run, catch them. Run for now. Oh wait, I have to like focus on the... Oh shit. Oh my god. It's almost like real time with pause, it looks like. This is hard to like manage. Aim gun. An aim gun. Come on. I think I had his other arm. Okay, I did get his other arm. I think his arms are... Ah! I'm not sure if there's a way to... Oh, triangles dodge, I see. Oh my god. Oh shit. Yes! Okay, we'll try the sword, I guess. Nope. Now that I'm like in an actual combat scenario, it is a little bit difficult to like, I guess, micromanage everything all at once. Okay, run.
逃げろ避けろ
Why does he keep on bullying Kato? I don't know, I'm just to like micromanage everyone doing the same thing all at once. They're not very they're not very smart. It looks like they just kind of do their own thing. Oh shit. My bad, Kato. I think I hit you in accident. Where's this guy? Where's the guy? Where's this guy? Overkill! Oh. 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 Damage taken 6%. Well, I am on easy mode after all, I guess. I don't know what leveling actually does though. I'm assuming it probably just like makes me take less damage and makes me do more damage. Or like it lets me have more of like options whenever I'm choosing my weapons in the Gantz stuff. Because I remember like the more points you get in like Gantz, the better weapons and gear that you can use like in the arsenal. You know, if any of the characters die, they are dead for good. I did not know that. I might just wait for this game to get properly translated because I just want to get to the boss fight. Actually, that's not true. You can revive them in the lore of the game itself. Like in the lore of the manga, like in the anime, you just have to have points to revive them properly.
バラバラにしちまった
Thank you for clocking, Cassiak.
思った通りだ。
何
そのスーツ気持ちよかったら強くなった気がして破壊するのって気持ちいいんだって。
This guy's so evil and fucked up.
死体写真とか見てるの楽しいでしょ。
Dead pigs? Dead pigs?
わかったよ。目見て。あの部屋で初めてお前見たときピンときた。
Dead pigs? What?
僕と同じだ。
は
Maybe he's saying like, you know, isn't it fun to like look at pictures of dead things like me? So maybe you're like me, right? I think that's what he's trying to imply.
こいつがバラバラになるの見たかったんだよ。
Ah, okay, yeah, yeah. So he's like, hey, isn't it cool like looking at dead things like on the internet or like, you know, looking at like dead photos of things? Isn't that kind of cool? Aren't you like sociopathic like me? Wait. What? I don't have a choice here. What is this? Like I legit can't choose. There's only one choice. Both of the options are like tied together, but it's not letting me choose one or the other.
ざけんな
ん？
お前と一緒に住んだ俺は生きるために仕方なくこいつを殺したんだ。
もしかしてお前も偽善者か？がっかりさせんなよ。
Don't disappoint me.
偽善者
思ったより頭悪いんだな。マジがっかりだぜ。
What a letdown. I literally saved your ass, Nishi.
ゲームとか漫画の世界に浸ってんじゃねえよ。かっちょ悪いっつーの。
ち、まあいいや。時間内だな。
何？
今回はあんまり点数稼げなかったな。
点数？やっぱり
It's a Lambo till you touch to make it seem more immersive. Yeah, but it had both options. That's the most annoying part. If it's just one option, it'd be like, okay, it's like a real-world choice. But the fact that it had like two of them, it's like, is that just a machine translation error, or is that like a problem with the UI or something?
バカ。まだそんなこと信じてんのかよ。
なんだと？
もう分かってるんでしょ？これが催眠術。
This is real life, and if you die
ゲームじゃないってこ
in the
と。
game, you die in real life. And actually, this game kind of predates Sao, so I can say that.
な
Not Don. This is a Gantz game. The green blood is because we just killed a Negi alien.
ゲームじゃないんだったら一体何なんだ。
まあ慌てんなって。これからあの部屋に戻るんだし。
戻れるのか。
あとは自由。家に帰ってもいいし。
You can go home for now.
帰れるって。おい、俺死んでないのか。
ああ、生きてるよ。まあ、待ってりゃわかるよ。
マジかよ。帰れる。本当に帰れんのか。
Oh!
お先。
At least the sound effects are like kind of like pretty grody. They probably had to make the sound effect kind of grody because like they can't really, I guess, showcase the fact that they're showing their internal organs, right? Like in this like game. I'm pretty sure this is like a T-rated game too, rather than like an actual like M-rated game. Or I guess whatever the Japanese rating system is over there. If anything, the more explicit stuff that we've seen so far was probably that girl's slit wrists and the fact she was naked. And that was about it. It hasn't really been that violent.
ガンツが採点始めるぜ。
ガンツ？
うん、ガンツ。
He said the thing! He said the thing!
この玉のこと？
お前がつけたの。
いや、前から。
前から。
前の誰かが。
Someone? I see. What's with the translation? Apparently this is an LLM translation and through like an AI. It's becoming more and more apparent as we see, it looks like. Yeah, so I'll probably finish this cutscene and then like get to the next save. But I probably won't pick this game up again until it gets a more proper translation, unfortunately. I mean, it's cool at least. The game itself has some neat like ideas in terms of combat. Like, it's real time with pause. It's got some RPG mechanics. That's kind of cool. The game itself is, or I mean, not the game. The cutscenes themselves are very, very mediocre. But it's 2000 era, right? So we can't do much about that. At least we get to check it out, though. I'm not upset that at least we got to like see what it was, but very, very nice. I can't even joke about the fact that like all of their chibi like drawn stuff is like very, very caricatured of them. They test this? Oh, it's the dog. You don't understand. We are the testers. We're the ones that are testing it, apparently. The dog had 0 points. I mean, K has 16 points. Look at that. And he looks pretty good. Look at it. He doesn't look that bad compared to everyone else.
Soto. ドア開いてるぜ。
ちょっと待て。
Like half of these like sentences don't even have like proper punctuation, man.
あ？
こっちは聞きたいこと山ほどあるんだけどな。お前、いろいろ知ってるだろ。
うん。
From the intro cutscene, I was hoping that the only lady would have a little more anything going on. Kay doesn't really do anything in the like early chapters, I think, because she's literally just kind of like barely surviving. But I believe like in the game, like they're all very capable in game, but like in the lore and like the actual plot wise, they're kind of tied to like what happens in the actual story.
いいぜ。俺の知ってる範囲でなら。
もう催眠術とかゲームとか嘘はなしだぜ。
なんなりと。
お前何者なんだよ。なんでここのこといろいろ知ってんだ。
俺は宇宙人だ。
This guy's still bullshitting.
宇宙人？嘘でしょ？
He's so like chuny.
うん、嘘。
てめえ。
俺は普通の。ただここに来たのは1年前だ。
1 year. You know, I wouldn't have minded seeing like a spin-off of like Nishi surviving for like an entire year.
どういうことだ。
わかんない？想像力働かせろよ。昔からずっと繰り返してきたんだよ。今夜みたいなこと。俺が来るよりずっと前からこの部屋は常に何人かずつ死んだはずの人間が連れてこられて、死んだらまた補充して。
You're already dead. Oh my gosh.
何人も見てきた。人が死ぬとこ。
I didn't get that from the fact that I got smacked with a train.
今回なんかよりすんげえのもいっぱいあった。俺はその中でずっと生き残り続けてきた。間抜けな連中はすぐに死んでいった。あんたはそんな奴らとは違うみたいだ。そのスーツが重要なの勘ですぐ気づいた。だから生き残れた。
なんで教えなかった。
I mean, you put the suit on at least, Kato. I think you were bringing pretty good, apart from the fact that you didn't want to shoot that alien.
お前が催眠術だのゲームだのって嘘つかなけりゃあんな危ない目に遭わなかったんだ。
なんで？どうして教えてくれなかったの？
He wanted to see if you guys were useful, obviously.
なんで教えなかった。
Or he just wanted more points.
他の奴らが襲われてる間、ターゲットが油断するだろう。まさか全員が生き残るとは思わなかったけどね。何？怒ってんの？なんだよその目。
Are you angry? Are you mad that I didn't tell you how to survive and, you know, suddenly you barely survived because you got saved by your friend? That's crazy.
お前そのせいで人が死んでも何とも思わないのか。
知ったこっちゃないって。他人が死のうが生きようが。何がしたいんだ。殴りたいのか俺を。お前偽善者くせえんだよ。
Thank you for clocking.
こん中で一番偽善者くせえ。なあ偽善者。偽善者。なんだ泣いてんのか。
Dude, you're a grown ass, like, okay, this is not a man. He's a high schooler. But you can kick his ass. You can kick his ass, Kato. Come on.
かっちょ悪い。年上だろ。おい。
Thank you for clocking, Polgan.
カトやれ。殴って。
Yeah, kick his ass, kick his ass.
ああ、しょうがねえな。バカどもが何も分かってねえ。
お
俺が今この中で一番強いんだぜ。善意で教えてやってんのにこういう扱いされんのって。
You didn't help at all. What the fuck you mean? You've been lying like 80% of the
なん
time.
か間違ってねえか。さてどっから吹っ飛ばしてやろうか。
銃を下ろせ。けっちゃん。
あ 下ろしなさいよ。
撃てんのか。頭破裂するぞ。
じゃあ腕だ。利き腕を吹っ飛ばしてやる。まだ聞きたいことがいっぱいある。
だろうな。
Drop gun. Man, I wish they could at least have this like in an actual like, you know, 3D area instead of just kind of standing around with a static background. That would have been nice.
俺は生きてるって言ったよな。
それが
俺たちははっきり言って一度死んだと思った。そしてさっき外の人間には俺たちのことが見えてないようだった。それって生きてんのか、どうしても気になる。本当に生きてんのか、俺ら本当に。
You died, dude. You literally got hit by a train. I don't know why you keep on thinking that you're alive.
生きてる。
だよ、本当なのかよおい。
死ぬ寸前に助けられた者がここにやってくる。
Saved from death. I thought they actually die.
そう思ってるよな。
違うのか。
多分俺の考えでは本体オリジナルは本当に死んでる。
はあ、
I kind of forgot how it works in the manga too, because like, I guess they get saved from certain death right before they die, but maybe their bodies kind of like disappear. Like, do their bodies get teleported away so they're technically alive, so people think that they're dead? Or are they actually like dead and they just kind of get transported here like right as though they're about to die and then they get saved?
ここにいる人間はファックスから出てきた書類なんだよ。
Okay, so it's just a copy. It's just a copy.
は、何がファックス。
Facts, God, this game. 2005, by the way. They were using fax in 2005?
ああ、コピーだ。
Oh, there he goes.
消えた。
ガンツってかなりいい加減なやつだから。
Oh, he's invisible.
前にいたおっさんは帰ったらオリジナルが死んでなくて。
They still mostly use fax machines. There are physical copies, yes, but like modern wise, most people use like don't even know what fax is a thing.
まあいっか。じゃあな、俺は帰るぜ。
Goodbye, asshole.
帰ってもここのことは誰にも話さない方がいいぜ。頭バーンだからな。
出てっちゃったの？
Wow, I got more porn magazines. Hell yeah. A pager. I think they still use pagers too. It's just that like it's just that like
採点された後。
it's definitely dated, but there are certain companies that probably still like force you to use that. Pagers, fax machines, all that type of stuff. Especially in Japan, for sure. Alright guys, well, that was Gantz. Interesting game. Cool mechanics, very, very mediocre cutscenes, unfortunately. And the translation is very, very shoddy, as we can see, so... if you really, really like Gantz, I guess you can play this game. I would probably wait, I guess, until it gets more proper proofreading and stuff. Either from the guy who can actually, like, who did this, because, like, half the shit's not even translated here. Or from, like, proper translators, you know. The game itself does not really add much to the Gantz lore, unless you really, really wanted to, like, actually do, like, a playable version of Gantz. It's a cool idea, but, the combat, I think, is the biggest part of, like, what makes this game, I think, cool. The combat and the RPG mechanics and like controlling your allies. Although I think there's a bit too much with the micromanaging for the AI. Hello, Polgan. Been waiting on a proper Natsuyasumi 1 translation for decades. It'll happen, I'm sure. It's just like they're all dedicated passion projects when it comes to translations. unfortunately, some people don't get very very like excited, a little bit too excited, and they think we'll also get the same story if I just feed it into like a machine, which, as we've seen, is not the case. Uh, I will probably not pick this up again until it gets a proper translation. So I will wait. But at least I tried it out, and I'm glad that we have at least like some interest in Gantz again. So hopefully either it gets proper like a proper project in the future. But I mean, I'm glad I at least got to revisit Gantz. Gantz is such a cool series. Check out the series if you haven't already. It's really really nice. There are ways to like read it proper or not proper. Who knows? I will take a break for now. I'm not done with streaming tonight just yet, but I want to keep on going. So we're gonna switch games, but since we're about to hit an ad break, I will be right back. I'll get more water and we'll continue on from there.